trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen. Amen.
What is up, everybody? We are back. As you can see, my throat still thinks I'm sick, although I feel fine. So we couldn't get anything out for you guys on Sunday Night Football, but we're back for Monday Night Football. And we have the Eagles and the Packers. JJ, how are we feeling?
I think it's gonna be good to watch. I think there's a lot of interesting angles with this game, but I feel like a lot of those angles it could kind of go either way, depending on how these two teams come out.
Oh, I 100% agree. I think this is one of those. I normally hate betting Eagles games, and Packers games, but for whatever reason, now they're both playing each other. I'm like, you know what? I could get behind this one. We got Prop Plug over on Twitch. How we doing, brother? If you need that link to get up on stage, just DM me. I'll send it to you. Congrats on the engagement. Appreciate you. Appreciate you big time. Alex, we see you in the chat. How we doing? All right, JJ, should we start with the touchdowns? Because I know that's the most popular thing that everybody seems to care about these days.
Let's do it.
All right, let me share my screen. Everybody knows what we like to start with is we look at opponent rushing touchdown percentage. Basically, what percentage of touchdowns does the team allow as rushing touchdowns or passing touchdowns? Philadelphia is the second highest in percentage of rushing touchdowns allowed, which means we are looking at the running back of the opposite side, which in this case is Josh Jacobs.
Simple enough. Think it mattered what you was going to say here. Josh Jacobs is scoring a touchdown at this point.
Hey, but we got to see the research. JJ, you know this.
We got to go through the process.
So if you're targeting an Eagles side, you're targeting passing touchdowns as they allow the 10th lowest rushing touchdown percentage. If we're looking at the other side, targeting Josh Jacobs. If you want to
get JJ Henny bottle on the black and mild, that's crazy. Shannon Sharp.
Maybe we're staying streaming during the game. We'll get it. So, yeah, Josh Jacobs on that side. If we want to target something on the other side with Green Bay or Philadelphia passing, we can go see where the Green Bay defense is allowing their targets in the red zone. JJ, can you take a guess where it's going to be?
I'm just going to say tight ends.
Going to say tight ends?
Probably more slot, maybe.
Not slot.
Nope. I guess it's a mixed bag.
Oh, is this going to be one that's high backfield? Yeah, it is. I fucking hate those. Let me remove week 1 because I also feel like the Lions dragged that one out from week 1 when they targeted running backs, 18 times?
Yeah.
Let me go since week 4. Yeah, that brings the average down a little bit for them. Come on. There we go. Not tight ends. So they have the 4th highest outside target percentage in the red zone since week 4. So that says, what are we thinking? AJ Brown, Josh Jacobs?
I mean, that's what I would think.
We can check where they're lining up for the Eagles as well. So let's do that. Eagles. This is on fantasy points for anybody that is wondering. This is not the website in the link, just to make that clear. We'll show you guys that in a second. That's a little bit more player specific. But when we look at red zone for the Eagles in terms of out wide target percentage, Devontae Smith is lined up outside 43% of snaps, AJ Brown 62%. So those are the ones you're targeting. AJ Brown's probably your better bet there. So AJ Brown, Josh Jacobs, those are your best ones. Prop plug. We miss you too, dog. We need it. We always want to get you on stage. I don't know why you act like we don't let you up here. But let's get into the rushing analysis. JJ, are we doing this on the fly or do you have it memorized for the people?
Oh no, we're doing this on the fly.
Doing it on the fly. All right,
let's the best way to do a live stream.
Let's do it then. If anybody has any plays they want us to get to specifically, players or analysis, just say so in the chat and we will get to it. But let's get into these offenses, shall we?
Let's do it.
What's the utilization been like for the Josh Jacobs and not Emmanuel Wilson, the other running back, the backup running back for the Packers that had the big game a couple weeks ago?
I know you're thinking of it. I'm blanking too.
I'm sick. Give me a break, guys. I have an excuse. JJ doesn't, just to make that clear.
No, I just woke up from a nap. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I'm working
think
like 3 hours of sleep.
Alex is saying he thinks it's AJ Brown. He did good coming back from injury in a bye week last season. I like that as well. Kevin, how we doing? Good to see you in the chat, my friend.
I think it was Emmanuel Wilson.
Emmanuel Wilson. I don't know why the last name didn't sound right to me when I said it out loud, but
No, he's over here gaslighting me like it wasn't.
I didn't say anything. So yeah, it was really just that 1 week where Josh Jacobs lost his snap. So went right back up to 74% rush attempt share last week. His long distance downs went down to 15%, but inside the 5, he was at 100%. Short distance downs 100%. So I'm taking Josh Jacobs to score here for sure. Or just Josh Jacobs' usage in general, I should say. And when we look at what these offenses like to run, for the Packers, they're pretty much balanced.
Both are gonna be zone.
I think I'm looking at full season on fantasy points. It's saying Packers are 13th in zone concept. So maybe this maybe it changed more specifically in the last few weeks.
Could definitely check that.
Eagles also 17th on the season in terms of zone concept or zone rushing percentage and zone concept. Let me check the last few weeks though. So let's say since week 5.
I'm gonna split it week by week real quick.
A lot of people seem to be on the under. I know Draft just put it in the chat here, and I've seen like people have been asking me about the under throughout the day. I don't know that I think either team is going to be inefficient in the red zone is the only issue.
Yeah.
So you were right about the Packers, by the way. 6th highest zone concept rush share in the last or since week 5. Eagles are 16. So Eagles are a lot more balanced. Packers, you want to look at rushing or zone concept specifically. So then let me check defensively how the Eagles have been doing. Parsons 1 sack away from 60. It's an emotion. It's been an emotion week for him. What did I miss with him? JJ, do you know what he's talking about?
I do not.
Wait, we need clarification, prop plug. I took the week off from NFL until just now, so don't judge me. All right, we're looking at Eagles against the zone rush concept.
Oh, he's close with the Dallas guy. Gotcha.
Oh shit, yeah. Dude, that when I saw that at first, like I got the notification in the morning. I feel like it was announced as if he was like an old player from 20 years ago that played for like 3 weeks. It wasn't until later that day where I like actually read it and I was like, holy shit, we just saw him playing 3 days ago. So that was crazy. But yeah, that's more understandable. I blanked right now that he was with the Cowboys just a season ago. Eagles are pretty mid against zone concept. Not good, not bad. Looking at success rate and yards per carry. So there's not really much of an edge there on the other side. And then if we want to look at how the Packers have been doing, let's say since week 5 against the run. Yards per carry, Packers are bang out. God dang, these teams are bang average. They're not allowing explosive runs, but you're going against Saquon here. I know he hasn't had that much of an explosive season so far, but it is worth mentioning. Low stuff rate, which helps. 8th highest success rate allowed. Let's go on MC Analytics. This one is our site. He did score a touchdown, prop plug. He did. I'm betting the other and just realized I'm also betting the Eagles minus 6.5 because if the total goes over, it's an Eagles beatdown in my opinion. Packers aren't blowing out the Eagles. Can we call a spade a spade? The Packers have been mid since they beat the Lions. Like they have not showed that much. I feel like they've escaped some games that were way closer than they should have been. And I don't know. I have not been impressed, and I feel like it's been flying under the radar because Like nobody's watching the game against Cleveland, and nobody was watching their games against Arizona. They just saw the box score at the end. But they've been really close in some games that should not have been close.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember what happened, but I think I was watching that Cowboys game, and I was like, they should have lost that game.
I mean, just look at the Broncos this year.
Yeah. So I'm not exactly the biggest Eagles hype man in the world, but I am willing to say that I think they're a bit overrated right now. What's the rushing yard line for Barkley in this one?
Checking right now. Should be about 76. Yeah.
76.5.
Correct.
All right, so that's a line that he's only over in 2 of 8 this season. He's coming off a 150-yard game just before the bye, so that's huge. And if we want to look at we got him projected 98.14 yards on the site. And this is already updated for next week's game. Shit. All right. So let's do this. We're going to have to do this. Let's go on FTN. Because that's where we're getting this data from. Eagles money line for sure, and I hate the Eagles. Packers are frauds. One good week versus the Lions. I agree. JJ, how do you feel about the game pick in that game?
I think Eagles win. I think it's gonna be one of those kind of grinded out games.
That's fair. Where's stacked box? I want to see how often the Packers are stacking the box. So they're low in stacked box rate. So if we want to go to Saquon and we look at his previous matchups, a lot of his games, he started off the season with a lot of light boxes, and then the last 3 games have been heavy boxes. If we want to go, let's look at
They play a lot of neutral. And I'm looking at my charts from earlier in the week. I think might be the most in the league.
Oh shit. Okay. Rushing yards per attempt allowed. It's been a mixed bag. It seems like his yards per carry have gone down each game, though, which is kind of odd. If we look at total rushing yards per game allowed, I will say he should, based on these matchups, he should be having more. If I filter out the top ones, like the best rushing matchups, we're looking at 51.75 yards per carry. Could this be a game we see him more active on the receiving side of things, JJ?
I would think so.
Because we also haven't projected 21.06 receiving yards. Let me check what his line is in the receiving front.
Because Green Bay is just going to give up everything underneath.
Yeah, they love to give
That's up. That's just going to be Saquon or Dallas Goedert.
Oh, he has a 14.5 receiving yard line on Hard Rock, 16.5 everywhere else. So let's go check that here. 16.5. If I look at teams that play more cover 2, weirdly not as much. Teams that play a lot of cover. So why does he cook cover 1? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. DeAndre Hunter straight hooping already. It has been 6 minutes. That's fire. Let's see what he's got. 5. He got the first 5 points of the game. We love that. Franz 2 assists. All right. We'll talk about NBA in a minute. We're already behind on NFL a little bit, so I want to stay on topic as much as we can. I think this is more of a receiving yard game for Saquon. So that's really all I'll say there. Anything else to touch on in the run game?
Not really. I mean, I don't see anything that's like truly standing out. I think it's just, I don't think you see a lot of like chunk plays, but just a lot of like 4 or 5 yard carries type of game.
All right, well then let's get into the pass game and the player I think we're both the most excited about, Mr. Dallas Goedert. JJ, you wanna start sharing or should I start sharing?
You should start sharing. I just know cover 3 is usually what he likes to attack historically.
Yeah, I think it's weird because you think cover one, you want to target the outside, but that seems to be where Dallas Goedert eats the most. What's his line sitting at?
I think 35 and a half for receiving yards, and
That is 3.5 juice to the moon.
yeah, plus money for 4.5.
I mean, if we look at teams that are, let's say, if you remove the games against the best rushing defenses, I think the game log looks a little bit better. If we put only games with everybody healthy, because Brown only missed 1 week or 2 weeks. He missed 2 weeks, right? Does it just feel that way because of the bye?
I think it's just 1 week. I need to double check that. Let me check.
I think it was just one because with games with all three of them healthy, he's only over in 3 of 7. If you remove the best rushing,
just 1 week.
His numbers do go down. His targets the last few games, only 3 and 3 the 2 games before the bye. I know you mentioned cover 3. On using FTN's data, it's a bit lower. If we check cover 1, he's had a game with 9 receptions against the Giants, 7 against the Cowboys, and then 3 against Denver, 3 against the Giants. So based on the game logs, doesn't look like anything crazy. But as far as the rest of it, JJ, what were you finding?
I just know Green Bay. If you look at FTN, like DVOA versus tight ends is pretty poor. Check. But I forgot they already got the updated stuff.
Yeah. So that's something I'll talk to them to fix.
Yeah.
You got Tony in the chat. What's good? I got rinsed yesterday and just rage nuked Hurts rush touchdown. I will say, Hurts record in primetime games for touchdowns is actually nuts. So that's not a bad bet. I do like it. DeAndre Hunter's 5 points, 1 rebound. We love it. I know Devontae Smith has been another one that's been super popular, so we can check that out as well. Uh, 47.5, I think, is the line a lot of people got, so we'll check that out. And, I mean, he's been cooking lately. 49 plus in his last 4, 84 in 3 of his last 4. And then
he had a ridiculous target share last game with AJ Brown out. I think it was like almost 50%.
9 targets on 29 routes, 11 targets the week before. I mean, I think what's scary about targeting passing props in this game is you look at the last 2 weeks and you only see 29 and 27 routes run. You know that's not because he's not on the field. It's because they're deciding not to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Which is the right thing to do if you're the offensive coordinator there. So if you want to look at deep targets, in the last 2 weeks, 7 of his 20 targets have been for 15-plus air yards. The weeks before, it was only 1. So the targets are coming deeper lately. We don't know how much of that is because of A.J. Brown or how much of that is just new schemes. I'd say it's probably a balance of both. Who else can we check out, JJ? Let's pick somebody on the opposite side. I know Tucker Kraft is out, which is a big one.
Luke Musgrave.
Him. You said Luke Musgrave is who you want to target?
No, I was just thinking of him because you said what's his face is out.
Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, and then we got Christian Watson's probably a good one to look at. No Matthew Golden, but Dontavion Wicks is back, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference here.
How many routes do we think Musgrave gets in this one?
I feel like he'll get a good chunk.
He got 17 last game.
I'm gonna look at the. Do you know what quarter
I
Kraft got
want
hurt?
to say second quarter, but I could be wrong.
Let's see if I can narrow it down as best as I can here. Let's look at second half.
So I can look at what was the year where Tucker Kraft basically missed the whole season, or a good chunk of it at least.
Let's see.
All right, here's the season where we got a lot of games with 15 plus routes. So this was 2023, so it's been a while, but in 5 games with at least 50. Why is it filled? Oh, I know what to do. Hold on. In 9 games with at least 15 plus routes, he had 4 plus catches in 4 of 9 games, 3 plus catches in 6 of 9 games. So ideally, you'd like that number to be higher. If we want to check receiving yards, the receiving yards line sitting at 25.5. And that's where the logs look significantly better, as he's over in 7 of 9 games with 15 plus routes run. If we want to say that goes up to, let me see the games where he went under. It was Minnesota and Atlanta. He had 37 and 23 routes. If we get lucky and he sees 25 routes, 28, 64, 49, and 9 receiving yards. So that is some stuff that we love to see, JJ. Musgrave supposedly splitting with Fitz. We can check his utilization here, see what it looked like. So last game, Tucker Kraft played 48% of routes. Musgrave picked up another, still at 50%. Fitzpatrick only 18%. So I'd be interested to know what that split actually looks like if that's the case.
I think if we look at both of them, Musgrave's going to dominate that split.
I agree. So I think Musgrave receiving yards is probably a good shout in this one.
Yeah, because they were pretty high on Musgrave. It's just they like Tucker Kraft even more, which is why like his stuff has been pretty low.
For all Packers receivers and tight ends with Tucker Kraft off the field this season. Let's see if Sumer can cook something up for us. But we can also check the DVOA versus tight ends for the Eagles. And that's another thing that could steer us in the right direction. We got Philly. They allow the 5th least receptions per game to tight ends. That is not what we want to see. And the 3rd least yards. So actually, I'm off the Musgrave train if that's the case.
Yeah.
All right. Any interest in Romeo Dobbs?
I think I had to go Christian Watson over Dobbs here.
Deep targets? Is that what you're targeting here?
Pretty much.
What about running backs?
I just think like just big plays in general from Watson. Like I'm pretty sure his route share was pretty good last week.
Let me pull it up here as well. Christian Watson, 75% route share last week with a 28.3 yard ADOT, 23.1 on the season. I do really like that, JJ.
Yeah.
Has he been popular today or no?
Sure. I haven't been on Twitter much.
So if you're between, what's your favorite prop so far from what we've gone over?
It's probably gonna be Watson or Goddard, in my opinion.
Watson probably longest reception or total?
What's the longest reception at?
I'm not sure if it right now. He's at 39.5 yards, 22.5 longest reception. So basically, if you're asking for 3 receptions or 1 big play, is the way I'd look at it.
I mean, if he's gonna get 1 big play, he's probably gonna go over yards too. I mean, I think I'd rather go longest reception here.
Let me check something while we're on the topic.
Let's see last year.
Christian Watson. Watson's popular for longest reception. I wonder what it opened at. I know the line right now is 22.5. Let me know if anybody knows that there's been a better line out there that people have been talking. We can check Sumer right now. It just opened up. So with Tuckercraft off the field, Kristen Watkins had 4 targets on 15 routes for 39 yards, good for 27% target share and 2.6 yards per route run. Dobbs, 35 routes run, 7 targets, 20% targets per route run. Musgrave, only 12.5% targets per route run is very interesting. John Fitzpatrick, 17% targets per route run on 18 routes. And who are some? Savion Williams, only 11 routes, 4 targets. Matthew Golden, I know we said he's out, but his numbers look correct. What I would say is the fact that Watson and Golden's numbers look this good and Golden's out. I'm kind of with you that I think this Watson one is the best place to go with it.
Yeah. Chat saying 21.5 is where the longest open at, they think.
I think I'd be fine taking a yard bump on him.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably going to get 25, 30 plus anyways. He goes over.
All right, so I'd say that's my favorite right now. And then here's what I wanted to check. Of the last 2 games, he's had 8 targets total. 5 of those 8 targets have been for 15-plus air yards. I think I'd still take longest reception, but I could wait either way. Yeah. All right, so that's probably our favorite on that side of it. Anybody else worth talking about? We can see what the route share was for the other receivers not named Dobbs and Watson. Matthew Golden is out. Where are we? He got 38% last week. Okay, so Dontavion Wicks is out too, no?
I think they said he was good to go.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Let me double check.
I thought I saw a report that said he was out. Jaden Reed, we know, is out. Savion Williams, 28% target per route run is target shares. Route share, is solid. Malik Heath, 40% last week. That's a nice uptick for him. Maybe that might be a live betting thing. Who knows?
He is good to go. Packers inactives are Matthew Golden, Nate Hobbs.
Dude, he might be the new playmaker there. I need to see what his snapshot looks like before I can confidently back him, but that's an interesting one to keep an eye on. And then, yeah, I think that's all of them. Let's get to some. If anybody has questions, put them in the chat, and we will get to it while we are crafting this parlay. So, JJ, I think we both agree Eagles money line with confidence.
Yeah.
Let me see what that line. Oh, so it's a pick 'em. That's minus 108. Oh, that's a bad one. I'll take that. Longest reception, Christian Watson.
Yes, sir.
And then touchdown, Josh Jacobs. Or
What's his odds at?
do we watch Josh Jacobs and the reverse correlation, or do we want AJ Brown at plus 185? Or we could do Jalen Hurts. I mean, this dude this is what he does in night games.
Night games.
Jalen Hurts, PrimeTime log. Let's see if it can do that on StatMuse. I would be shocked if this is actually PrimeTime, because it's showing like every week. I guess, hold on. These might all be... No, there's no way these are all PrimeTime. Jalen Hurts, Monday log. Let's try that. Nope, doesn't want to work there. Jalen Hurts touchdown is a lock. I feel like it is too. I mean, this dude. Yeah. I know I can check on Prop.Cash the primetime splits. So let me do that real quick.
Do we still stream on playback? We've done it once so far for this NBA season.
We're saving it for when we're like actually streaming games, but for the just like labbing plays like this, our reach is much bigger on other platforms, and obviously we want as many people participating and joining as much as possible. So we decided to keep those on the bigger platforms like Twitter and YouTube and stuff for now.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Here we go. Prime time. Jesus. 13 of the last 18 primetime games he's gotten a touchdown in. This season, he's had 3+ red zone rush attempts in the 2 primetime games. If I filter for games with 2+ red zone rush attempts, he's over in 15 of the last 18. If I do 3+, he's over in 10 of the last 13. So then the question becomes, do we want to trust the process and go Josh Jacobs and get the scare reverse correlation, or take the Jalen Hurts touchdown and trust the game logs?
Yeah. That's a tough one, honestly.
Also, I forgot DraftKings doesn't let you parlay longs reception props. So we either have to take his receiving yards on there or take the bump at 23.5 on FanDuel. I'm kind of open to taking the full game receiving yards.
Yeah.
I could see him getting like a screen, intermediate throw, and then like a 20-yard.
He's a good yak player.
He is. Let's take 40+.
I'm with that.
All right, let's see what we got then. Plus 430 on DK. And let's see, we get a 20% boost, solid. I'll get the parlay on the screen here for you guys in a minute. Let's see. No way, they let me put another full unit. Ha! Yes. Fucking, they just love giving away money to us, don't they? That makes me so happy. All right, I'll get it on the screen for you. I hopped on a few lives on Twitter, but you cannot comment on it. Dude, I don't understand it. Sometimes they let you, sometimes they don't. I need to look up like what the... I feel like whenever we do it to YouTube and Twitter, it doesn't allow it, but when we do it to just Twitter, it lets you. So I need to figure out what the case is there. All right, so here is the primetime parlay. And then, JJ, we got to make a lotto. So then the question becomes, do we just ladder these up to like Philly -2.5, A.J. Brown touch, or Hurts and Jacobs touchdown, and then Watson 60+, or?
Yeah, bet.
All right, let's do that then. Do you want Hurts and Jacobs touchdown, or would you rather go a different way for the touchdowns?
Hurts and Jacobs.
All right, bet. So Hurts and Jacobs, Watson 60+.
David needs a fourth leg for ESPN.
Add like a Josh Jacobs 25 yards or something. That's what we usually do with ESPN, and it lets you. If they don't, let us know, and we'll try and get something a little bit more creative.
Would you recommend one unit?
If you get the boost, yes. If you don't get the boost, probably half unit. All right, so JJ, Hurts and Jacobs anytime touchdown, Christian Watson 60+ yards, and Philly -2.5. We can get plus 1603 on FanDuel. Let's see if they want to give us a boost today. I don't think they do. I think they've made it a live bet only. Fucking bums. They're scared. You know that's why they do that. They see us coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't give us a boost. Let's see. DraftKings is plus 1,500. Do they have a second boost for us? If not, we might have to go to ESPN. I can use a $10 no sweat bet coin on DraftKings. That's about it. Or I haven't used my NFL boost from the weekend for 30%. Oh, that's a touchdown boost, though. I don't think that'll count. All right, ESPN it is. Let's see if they actually want to work today. 80% of the public on Eagles scares me. Use Fanatics. I would if Fanatics lets me bet more than 10 cents. I would love to. If anybody has a Fanatics account for me, please let me know. I would love to jump on that. 33% boost. If you got Fanatics available to you, absolutely go and grab that. Fanatic, the value on Fanatics these days is insane. 100. Where? Why do I have a 100% boost on ESPN? Yes, please. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, 100% boost on ESPN takes to plus 2,924. I'll jump on that. Let me get that on the screen for you guys as well. So now you have both of them. So the DraftKings one, it's allowing us to put a full unit. The ESPN one, it's allowing us to put a tenth of a unit. And then I'll get these posted to the Discord and the Twitter here soon. Any other questions in the chat, please let us know. This is what we're here for. This is the benefits of doing the live streams instead of the YouTube videos. Dr. P just got exposed in his cord. The last thing in my cord is somebody asking if there's a DK SGP with the boost. So, hope you're having fun in there. And let's get this on the screen. Bang. Does a lotto have to be on ESPN? It doesn't have to be, but I know DraftKings is only giving us one boost, which we're using on this one. FanDuel is only allowing live boost, so you can wait until the game starts and lock this one in. And then I don't know if Caesars has this parlay available. So it can be on any book, but with the 100% boost on ESPN, which I still don't know how we got, I would recommend going to get it there. Let me see if I can find what the promo was. It might be an old one from something because I don't even see it offered. But I'll take it. If anybody can figure out what it is. Oh, hold on. Here it is. Oh, so it's like a benefit. Oh, okay. I remember what it is. It's like something you claim. It shows some graphic of like, oh, ESPN is turning into the score bet. Claim your 100% boost now. Like promoting that basically. And that's what that was for. That makes a lot more sense. Because I was looking at the NFL promos. I was like, I don't see this anywhere. Okay. That makes more sense. Let me get this posted to the Winnable. They put out that promo they sold to Sportsbet. Yep. Kevin's got it. He's on top of it. He's sharper than I am right now. I apologize, fellas. Why didn't you go to Goddard? So it seems like the popular one with him was receptions, and I didn't love the volume, even though I do like the matchup.
I think it's a better like ladder spot than like a straight bet.
Yeah.
He's gonna go over. He's gonna go way over here.
Yeah, I think Christian Watson is the best way to target the no Tucker Kraft look because the numbers for both him and Matthew Golden individually when Tucker Kraft was off the field was really good. So if Matthew Golden is out and we have a good floor of route ship for Christian Watson, I love the upside of him in this one. Packers bounce back spot tonight. The Packers are just like mid. Like it's not like they're the Chiefs or the Bills where it's like, oh, they're really good. They just had a bad week. It's like they've kind of underwhelmed this season for a team that's 5-2-1. They could very easily have a losing record right now. They don't, obviously. So like hats off to them. They're finishing some of these close games. But it's one of those things where they're on a pedestal that I don't think they should be on right now. And they could prove me wrong tonight, but that's just the way that I'm seeing it. Damn, Jalen Green undergoing multiple tests.
He messed up that hammy pretty good.
I gotta get links to this thing. Packers aren't risers. I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
They're the team that nobody's excited to play, but they're not the team that people are scared of either. Big Red, I don't know if you're still in the chat. I saw you say that the NBA plays were looking good so far. How good are we talking? Because obviously I haven't been able to check, but I like to hear that plays are going well when they are. So would love to hear that. Saquon, anytime touchdown is plus 105. Is that because of the Green Bay defense? Yeah, that combined with the fact that it's generally more of a passing touchdown favored matchup. We just took Jalen Hurts because of how often he's used in primetime games, specifically in the red zone. It's kind of too good of a system to pass up. But I think the price probably is where it should be. Why Watson over Dobbs? Couldn't watch the lab before I hopped on. When you look at the stats without Tucker Kraft on the field, it's very much like Matthew Golden and Christian Watson look really, really good in those numbers. So with no Matthew Golden and knowing Christian Watson kind of plays that same deep ball role against a defense like the Eagles, I think they'll be sending some balls over top to him for a guy that's on the field a lot. And where's other? Let me get this one up. Oh, well, it won't let me create a slip for the other one. That's annoying. All right, well, we got to get it out. Oh, wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's such a big thing, but with the amount of time in between weeks, especially when it's a Monday, not a Sunday or Thursday, it's easy to slip the mind. But yeah, that's what we're here for. And let me post this to the MCA Twitter. Any other questions, guys, please feel free to ask. This is why I want to do these streams. Honestly, if it were up to me, I'd rather do streams over the YouTube videos, but obviously YouTube is where more of that crowd ends up watching, especially with the NBA now. Dude, yeah, it feels like you're watching 6 NBA slates before you get to the next NFL slate. Things slip your mind so easily. Primetime parlays, Monday Night Football, Week 10. Show love tailing, autofill, link, and thread. And let me get that link together. Any straight bets? So I would say Christian Watson, longest reception or receiving yards, or Eagles money line. I honestly might nuke that alone. I don't have any posted officially. I kind of took this week off from NFL just because last week was so disastrous, and I had my engagement party this past weekend. So I wasn't able to get a lot of the opening lines that are the better value lines. But I do all the stuff that we've talked about here with Christian Watson and Dallas Goedert receptions, if you want to ladder that, or Eagles money line, Jalen Hurts touchdown. Love all of those. Does JJ fuck with tennis? I know he doesn't watch soccer.
I don't watch any tennis really.
JJ, you got to start telling Tony, bro. He's actually been printing. I forgot to tell you, like, we've been doing so well with the primetime parlays. I was like, oh, I got 30 units in my DK account now. I forgot like 10 of those came from just tailing Tony for a weekend. He's fucking nice with it.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Game started. JJ, tap into tennis, bro. They're telling you. 20 and a half Christian Watson longest on Bet Rivers. Yeah, definitely go get that. Definitely go get that. I know the game just started, so if you can, you should. Season ended, but lock in next year. Wait, the season's over already? Tony, am I tripping? There's no way it's already done.
I think my eyes are deceiving me, but it says Cade Cunningham has 23 field goal attempts in the first half.
Bro, yeah. He's got 21, 7, and 5.
Are they just saying they're just going to allow him to shoot and nobody else is going to do anything?
Yeah, pretty much. Did Franz get a third assist or not yet? Let's go. We need one more for Franz. How's Hunter doing? Just hasn't come back in the game. Nice. Final of the season now. So when does it pick back up, Tony? Don't tell me I missed all the fun. Did you guys see what what's his face? DeAndre Hunter did to Josh Giddey?
Yeah.
Bro, I wasn't watching the game. I didn't even see the highlight when it happened because of the engagement party. Bro, I'm scrolling through my phone in the morning. I see it pop in my feed. Bro, I screamed. I was in my living room and I screamed. What the fuck? That's the first true ankle breaker I've seen in years. No push off, no step on the foot. It wasn't a stumble. Bro just genuinely fell. Like probably the last one I can remember is the KD one on Gafford. But like I feel like the only thing I can say about that is like it looks like he kind of slipped more than he just like actually like misstepped and like lost his ankles. No, bro, Giddey just buckled. Like it was bad.
And now he's out tonight.
Yeah, bro. That was not honestly. Props to him for finishing that game because I know he was too hurt to finish that game, and he was like, "I can't."
He struggled so much after that moment too.
Yeah, but like, tip the cap because I was saying the same thing when I saw. I was like, "I'm not coming out after that happens. You can't.
It's too embarrassing."
God. Like at least like me and you know that's why he's sitting out tonight. But at least it's not like headlined that like, oh, Josh Giddey literally hurt his ankles on this play.
Yeah.
I mean, this final goes on for another week, and then the one after that is early January. Damn, that's going to be a minute. All right, well, we'll be there. All right, I think that's everything, though. Obviously, the game started, so can't lock
it's not
too
like
much
I could watch it right now since, YouTube TV.
Hey, you got to get on those streaming services, JJ. That till tomorrow's place, I'm going to. I've been driving all day, but I'm going to lock in, I promise. They called the timeout to let him load it. I'm dead. And yeah, he limped off, bro. They were going for him. I was hyped that everybody was hyped for DeAndre Hunter because I've been feeling like the team, not that they don't fuck with him, but like he doesn't fit that same like friendship vibe with the rest of the team. So to see everybody go crazy for him, I was like, all right, like he's here. He's with us. All right. Take care, everybody. We're going to sign off. JJ, appreciate you as always. Let's cash another parlay. See you guys. JJ, actually, you got to sign it off now.
I got to sign it off?
Yeah, that's been our good luck charm.
It has. All right. I mean, don't let us get one again. We got to start the streak over.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good night and good luck.